Were the memories good, Dave?
No, not for me.
For me, they were.
20 years old. Yeah, that was probably fun on the Cowboys side.
Nice video by our buddy old pal Tex. Beat the Saints, that is the theme for this week, and we have a Saints-Cowboys packed show for you. So for now, I'm going to give it to my good friend Davey. What you got for us?
Davey Helms. I'm going to drop a bunch of stats on you in the show, but there's just one thing I keep going back to. Saints, 37.2 points per game, the number one scoring offense in the league. Cowboys, 19.4 points allowed per game, number 3 scoring defense in the league. As they love to say, something has to give. I can't wait to see who.
Guys, 2 years ago, we saw Dak on the cover of Sports Illustrated where it said, "Who Dak?" That's what we need this week again. We need to see it loud and proud in AT&T Stadium. Who cares about the Superdome? It is about AT&T Stadium on Thursday Night Football. Get loud, get crazy, and rowdy. We will see you there.
When the Cowboys released Des Bryant and Jason Witten decided to go in the booth, that left this receiving core with about 140 receptions to who they go to. Well, they found a guy in Zeke Elliott. He's on pace this year to have about 70 receptions and a little over 600 yards and about 5 touchdowns from the receiving end of things. So when you're looking for the guy to pass the ball to, feed him, feed him, feed him.
Feed Zeke.
Been consistent. I gotta give you that.
Did you say yesterday, feed everybody?
Feed 'em all.
Anybody and
Whoever
everybody.
you can get it to.
Let's go behind enemy lines. We've got a very special guest. She joined us out at training camp, hung out with us in Oxnard, California. She's still in California. Megan Payton joining us. She happens to know Sean Payton a little bit. I want to ask you first, this is quite a matchup. I mean, it's crazy back and forth between these two teams, but what is the secret, Megan, to even trying to slow down this offense led by Drew Brees? Do you know anything?
Well, I'm not sure that there's this big secret. Both teams are coming in having played really well offensively. And so I think it's going to be a lot of pressure on both defenses to do well in the red zone. And it's going to come down to things like who can force the most field goals and who can win the turnover battle.
Megan, we know what Zeke is doing for the Cowboys. 3 straight games of 100 yards. Saints have not allowed a 100-yard rusher in more than a year. Number 1 in the league against the run. What do you see in this matchup? How can the Saints limit Zeke Elliott?
Yeah, I mean, coming into this game, the Cowboys have been running the ball really well, and the Saints have been playing the run really well. I think it's going to be a big key factor into who wins this game. Can the Cowboys rush well with Ezekiel Elliott, and can the Saints play good rush defense?
Leighton Vander Esch is having a great rookie season, and we know he's going to be going up against somebody who won the Offensive Rookie of the Year in Alvin Kamara. How do you think that matchup will play out?
Yeah, that's definitely a good matchup. They're both outstanding players, and you maybe will see some of that in man coveraging schemes. But I think ultimately it has more to do with how the Cowboys defense overall is going to stand up against the Saints offense.
Megan, since Amari Cooper joined the Cowboys, he's had a really successful stretch. How do you think the Saints plan on stopping him this week?
Yeah, Amari Cooper is an amazing player, and obviously he's been this great addition for the Cowboys. And I think when you're dealing with a guy like that, the Saints are really going to need to focus on generating a good pass rush. I could even see on some plays where they're going to give some help to their corner and focus on double teaming him.
Great stuff, Megan. Galvanized sports reporter. Check her out. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
We miss you. Stay safe out there in California. We told you this week, guys, we were going to bring some numbers, bring some stats, because this game is stat-packed. Today I learned. I cannot wait to hear what my fellow colleagues have learned. Dave, what'd you learn, buddy?
Well, obviously, you know about the Saints. They're the best offense in the league for my money. You know about Kamara. You know about can't guard Mike. What I learned, I thought Taysom Hill was like a gadget, like just not remotely important.
Weird to me.
This guy's played 20% of the Saints snaps. He is a viable part of their game plan every week. He's got 134 rushing yards on the year, 32 attempts. I guarantee you right now, he's going to play 6 or 7 snaps against the Cowboys. He's probably going to carry the ball a few times. It's not a huge role, but it's a much bigger role than I thought it was. It's definitely something to watch.
Do you not think it's weird?
Yeah, it's
He's
unique.
clearly the best Wildcat quarterback in the league because he's actually a quarterback too.
But you also have the best never mind.
No, I know.
Whatever,
It's an embarrassment of riches. It's gross.
Jess, what have you learned today?
Well, I learned today, and I'm heavy on the running back today. I learned today that Alvin Kamara has better receiving numbers than any Cowboys receiver on this football team. He already has about 10 catches more than the next receiver for the Cowboys. He has about 50 yards receiving and he has one more touchdown than any Cowboys receiver. So this is a guy who you have to worry about him in between the tackles, but also you can split him out wide, you can give it to him in screens, he ran a go route. So he's a versatile dude, man, in the passing game. He is scary.
Scary
Who isn't scary?
Yeah,
I learned something today that is going to scare you all, because I guarantee you're not going to believe me. The Cowboys haven't allowed 30 points all year. Of all the up and down weeks
That honestly shocked
this
me.
team has had, they haven't allowed 30 points yet. And it's really 28, but 30 sounds better for the show. Dave told you at the top of the show the Saints are averaging 37 points a game. I just think this is crazy stuff right here, because of all the big things that happen, there hasn't been a back-breaking runaway game yet.
They're allowing less than 20 points per game. It's wild.
True. Well, today I learned, guys, I was just telling you about AT&T Stadium and how it needs to be loud and crazy on Thursday night. Well, they're 10-4 at home against the Saints, so that's good records here, right? Dave was there in 2014 when they beat the Saints last time at AT&T Stadium. I think that if we're all on our toes and just keeping it going, getting crazy, this will improve the record to 11-4. I'd like to see it. This is a challenge for the fans.
Are you saying that there will be enough Cowboys fans to be loud there to like make a difference? Tell me, are the Saints fans going to fill this place up?
They're going to be well represented.
We got emails today that we are completely sold out of the game.
Oh yeah, they were
it's
like,
gonna
don't
be
even
lit.
ask for tickets.
don't
It's
even
been
ask.
sold out.
It's going to be lit.
It's gonna be lit. We're taking a quick break here. When we come back, we got some injury news to discuss. That Taylor's got the inside scoop on Sean Lee, and Tyron Smith, it might not be what you want to hear.
Hey Dallas Cowboys fans, I'm Danny Sarek at the AT&T Media Center. Saints quarterback Drew Brees is returning to his home state of Texas to take on the Dallas Cowboys Thursday night. Brees grew up in Austin, Texas, where he spent every Sunday morning watching his favorite franchise, the Dallas Cowboys. Brees says this game means a little more to him because there's a level of pride being from the state of Texas and coming back here to play. The Cowboys are on a 3-game win streak, and the Cover 4 crew is on a win streak of their own with their bold predictions. Stay tuned to hear what they have to say about this week's game against the Saints.
Be the blessing, Jesus. Ooh, the mismatch at the TK Martin Center.
It's gonna be on a lot, first off, just for me to wear. To look down, look at my cleats, and just one of those reminders, keep you humble, keep you grounded, and just to know that I've been blessed with this amazing opportunity.
Oh, these are dope.
I must say, Taylor and I were there to help kind of coordinate these interviews, and Zeke with a dog is like a soft side of him that I never expected.
Ace Elliott, MVP.
He was talking about how much he loved animals, and I seriously felt like he was about to tear up.
It was so sweet. You guys have to check out these videos. I said earlier on Alexa, if you're proud of these guys on the field, you need to be proud of what they're doing off the field. It's really, really good stuff. But some things off the field, players, are they gonna play? Got an injury report for you guys. We need to talk about some of these. Now, we get the list every day, and it's DNPs who did not participate. So
Right.
there are a few of these names
Some bigger
Anything
guys.
stick out to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at Jeff Swaim. We knew he wouldn't be back in there, but Sean Lee and Tyron Smith, I think everyone's waiting for that to be back. And David Irving, just a big question mark there.
Those are the two. I mean, Tavon, Irving, Swaim, we kind of knew. Lee and Tyron are kind of the ones you're watching going in this game. Which
Are they going to play? Do you want them to play?
Well, Sean Lee last night on Cowboys Hour was pretty open about the fact that he's working really hard to get right, to get back in there. He's doing everything he possibly can, but I probably don't see him this week because of the fact that it's just that short week. If he takes Thursday off, he has basically a bye weekend and then the whole week to get ready for the Eagles game on Sunday Night Football. So I have a feeling that's what they're going to do. The fact of the matter is that they're 5-1 now with games that he hasn't been playing in this season. So I think they're feeling all right.
I'm totally fine with Sean Lee not playing. The Wolf Hunter has stepped up and really showed out. The one guy that I'm afraid of not playing is Tyron Smith, especially when you look at what this Saints pass rush is. They're coming from both ends with Jordan and the young kid out of UTSA. Like, you have to have someone there that's going to be able to solidify that end for Dak Prescott. You don't want the Saints, especially if they get an early lead and now you go into the passing game, those guys just pin their ears back. So, Cam Fleming, you're my guy. I hope you, but...
I can sense your frustration, but the thing is, they need Tyron for the Eagles more than they need him for the Saints, and they haven't ruled him out.
Voice of reason.
He's a game time decision.
Here he is.
I wouldn't put him out there if he's not ready, and it doesn't look like he's ready. You give him, like Taylor just mentioned, you give him the weekend off, a long week to recover. You have to have him for that division game. So if he can't go against the Saints, that's A-okay with me.
Let's just hope that Dak doesn't get affected by his absence.
I mean, that's fair.
Sacked
Knock on some wood,
times
somebody
for
somewhere.
a loss of 31 yards on Thanksgiving. All right, you guys watching Cover 4, I know this is your favorite segment now, Out of Bounds, because what we are predicting is happening.
We've been
It's
killing
happening
it.
out there.
Real life. Like,
feel
this
like
is
on
real.
the outside looking in, everybody has gotten
It's
the
your
bold
turn
prediction.
now.
Are you right?
Your turn.
This
Okay,
week,
let's go.
You're first.
Okay, for me, I'm ready for this one. I think this is my time to shine. The Cowboys defense, who is playing lights out, they're home. They're going to hold this Saints team under 25 points Thursday night.
I'll take
Wow.
it. I'll take it.
Come on.
That's well under their scoring average.
I know.
Bold. I'll take it.
I need a funky video when I come in here next week like
Jesse
you guys
needs to
have.
win,
Jesse
okay?
was right.
Jesse was right.
Okay, guys. Well, crazy enough, last week, yes, he had the 90-yard touchdown pass, and you would have thought that he would have gotten over 300 yards, but Dak did not. So this game, he is going to. He is going to be the Louisiana boy that shows up for the Dallas Cowboys against the New Orleans Saints. I'm calling it, Dak. Now, it's hard to get 300 yards. You're looking at Patrick Mahomes, who does it every week and makes it look easy, but it is not easy. Hopefully this week we see it get going. I think Zeke and Amari Cooper will help wonders with this.
I think to keep up with the Saints, you have a good shot at that. So
Hudak.
let me explain mine. Rico Gathers is going to get his first touchdown, and here is why. Because, excuse me,
No, I'm
Nathan.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Because the Cowboys are going to have to get it done in the red zone. 3 points is not going to settle. I think this short week of practice, I don't even know what day it is for them right now, Friday. I think they've been focusing in on red zone, getting creative, trying new things. I'm just trying to think, do I want Cole Beasley? Who am I picking? I'm just going to go with Rico, but something crazy is going to happen on a red zone play for the Cowboys against the Saints because 3 points, love you, Brett Maher, but that ain't going to cut it.
I like it.
I'm with you. My prediction's different, but I think the Cowboys are going to have to get a little wacky to pull this thing out, and that's why I'm looking at Jordan Lewis. He's been doing his goofy jet sweeps, and like it hasn't gone very far so far. It's like once or twice per game, but it's the best scoring offense in the league. You're gonna need points. You're gonna need to step out on a limb, and so he's gonna find a way to score a touchdown. I don't know, maybe a bubble sweep, maybe a trick play. I don't know, but I think J. Lou finds the end zone. That's my wacky prediction.
That Jordan Lewis on Twitter said, "Y'all really hate when I get the ball."
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just want to see more. I don't hate it. I just want to see more, which is what's going to happen on Thursday. He's going to score.
Let's go, guys.
Yeah,
Great show.
Feeling really good. All right, Jesse, take us home. OT.
Listen, everyone thinks the pressure is on the Cowboys to win this football game. It's not. It is on the Saints. It is all on the Saints. They're the high-rolling team. They're the team coming here with all the momentum. The pressure is not on the Cowboys. They're playing with house money. Go into this game, play free, play fresh, and go out there and shock the world this week, Cowboys.
Ooh, you need to be in the locker room.
Come on.
Fired up there, Jesse. Well, today in the locker room, we're talking to Taco Charlton, and I noticed that he has a wolf tattoo on his arm. Not only does he have one giant head, but he has a pack of wolves all the way tattooed down his arm. And I asked him if he would go wolf hunting with Leighton, and he said, no, I'm the wolf. Why would I hunt myself? So he's got a different version of it, y'all, but insight there.
I like to think I'm always prepared for what Taylor's going to say in front of me, but I'm clearly not.
Inside knowledge.
It's a forgotten storyline at this point, but it was only a few weeks ago that Des Bryant was supposed to make his return to AT&T Stadium. I'm bummed he's not going to be part of it. I wish he wasn't hurt. I have a feeling his Twitter timeline is going to be kind of entertaining on Thursday night.
Right.
So when you're not watching the game, maybe keep an eye on what old Desmond is up to. I'm looking forward to it.
neutral, like
I don't
cheering for
know.
both?
I have no idea.
I mean, one is his team.
Dave wearing maroon today, y'all.
Wow, just still bringing up that A&M game.
Bigger.
Smooth landing on your OT.
All right, you guys, we are off tomorrow, but we will see you Friday for another reaction show to Thursday Night Football. Cover 4 on Twitter. You know where to find us. Enjoy the game.
No pressure.
That actually is a good point, honestly. It's
No.
kind of like